Okay, let's talk about the word data. What's the first thing that pops into your head? Is it, complicated charts, massive spreadsheets, maybe a programmer in a dark room? Well, whatever it is, I want you to just push that image aside for a few minutes because this explainer is all about one simple idea. Data isn't some exclusive club for experts. It's for anyone with a question. Honestly, it's for you.
So let me ask you this, and be honest. Do you ever think to yourself, oh, I'm just not a data person? Maybe the whole idea just sounds kind of technical or intimidating. Well, here's the thing you might not realize. You are already using data all day, every single day. For instance, did you check the weather on your phone this morning? Of course you did. That forecast, that's not magic. It's actually a story, and it's being told with data. Things like temperature, humidity, wind speed, all collected and analyzed just to give you a simple answer to your question. Do I need a jacket today?
Or how about that fitness tracker on your wrist? Every single step you take, every heartbeat, that's all data. It's information you're collecting about your own life, helping you answer questions about your health and your habits.
And you know when you finish a great show and your streaming service instantly says, hey, you should watch this next? That is data doing its thing, learning what you like so it can help you find your next favorite show. See what I mean? You're not just living in a world of data, you're already fluent in it.
So, now that we've established that you're already a data pro, let's strip away all the jargon and get to the heart of it. What is data, really?
It's really this simple. That's it. Data is just information. A bunch of facts or observations. It could be the number of red cars you see on your way to work. It could be the different coffee orders your friends get. It's not scary, it's not complex, it's just stuff. Stuff you can count, stuff you can describe.
Okay, so if data is really that simple, then why does it have this reputation for being so complicated? Well, that's because of a few really common myths. So let's tackle those head on. It's time for some myth busting.
All right, here's the big one. Myth number one, data is for math geniuses. The reality? Nope. Data is for the curious. It's a tool for answering questions. So if you've ever wondered why something is the way it is, congratulations, you've got the number one skill you need to be a data person.
Next up, the myth that you need all this fancy, expensive software to get started. The truth is actually so much better. You can start with a pen and a piece of paper. Seriously. Or the Notes app on your phone. The tool is way less important than the question you're trying to answer. And finally, there's this idea that it's all about big data. Billions and billions of data points from some huge company. And that's just not true. The reality is that small data can tell a huge, powerful story. In fact, tracking something about your own life for just 1 week can unlock some incredible insights. So let's say I've convinced you. You're curious, you've got a pen, and you know you can start small. So what's next? Well, let me walk you through a simple 5-step framework. Think of it as your own personal data journey. See, it's a pretty simple roadmap, and it always starts with curiosity, just asking a question. From there, you just gather some clues, kind of organize them so they make a little sense, and then, this is the fun part, you look for the story that's hidden inside. And the last step is just sharing what you found out. The explore step, this is where the magic really happens. Let's say your question was something like, does drinking more coffee actually make me more productive? After tracking it for a week, you could turn your simple notes into a simple picture, just like this one. And all of a sudden, you're not just looking at a list of numbers anymore. You're seeing a story. And that story might just tell you that, hey, maybe 2 cups of coffee is your personal sweet spot. Now, this all sounds pretty good in theory, right? But the absolute best way to learn any of this is just by doing it. So let's talk about how you can start your very first project, like today. First, let's get one term down, a data point. It sounds technical, but it's not. It's just one single piece of information. I had 2 cups of coffee on Monday. Boom, that's a data point. I went to bed at 11 p.m. Yep, that's another one. Simple, right? Your entire project is just collecting a few of these little guys. And this is what collecting data can actually look like. It's not some crazy database, it's just a few notes. But this right here, this is the raw material for finding your story. Look at that notes column. That's where you start to connect the dots. I had more coffee on the day with the big morning meeting. Or, wow, I really needed a boost during that Tuesday afternoon slump. This is where the insights start to pop up. So as we start to wrap this up, I want to leave you with one last big idea.
This isn't just about a process, it's about a new way of thinking. Let's talk about thinking with data. Because at the end of the day, this isn't about becoming a master of spreadsheets or a statistics wizard. It's about developing a new lens through which you can see the world. It's about being able to move from saying, I think this is true, to saying, I know this is true because I looked at the information. It's just a way to get a clearer, more honest picture of your world. And that brings us right back to where we started, doesn't it? This quote, I think it sums it all up perfectly. Data is the fuel. For sure. But curiosity is the engine. It's all about asking questions and having the courage to look for the answers. One little observation at a time.
So I'm going to leave you with this. For just a second, forget the word data. Just think about your life, your hobbies, your work. What's something you're genuinely curious about? What's one thing you'd love to understand just a little bit better? Because that's your starting point. So, what question about your world will you ask first?